What's up? This is Out of Pocket, the Hoop Show for real hoop fans, presented by Pepperoni. I'm LaJethro Jenkins.
Josiah Johnson.
I'm Zach Schwartz. Let me just say, I'm happy with this. All right. There's no world where Boston's winning another title this year. I can just enjoy the finals in peace. Enjoy the finals in peace. I'm good with this.
What a stinker.
Awful.
Awful basketball. Oh.
So
gentlemen, I disagree. Zach, you predicted this.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful moment. Get your hopes up, all the way up. She tells you pull up to the crib after years of hollering. She tells you pull up to the crib and the door is locked and nobody answers. No cheeks for you. No cheek.
Oh, that's nasty.
Years of hollering. Oh, come through. Ooh, sprayed the cologne. Ooh, ready to go. And shout out to the Heat. Booking that plane to Denver, letting that news come out. And gentlemen, I put up a tweet earlier in the day. I would like to apologize for it, but I would like Heat fan to know it was the only way that I can assure Heat victory by absolutely jinxing myself. I am terrible luck. I did not willingly believe that the Tatum and the Celtics were going to win, but they did have Scott Foster and Tony Others. The dynamic duo failed the league tonight.
I think Jason Tatum's ankle twisting. I mean, you trying to make a team that's led by Jaylen Brown get to the finals, beating this Heat team. Even Tony what's his name? Tony Knott Brothers.
Tony Others.
even Tony Others couldn't figure that out.
John, without the twisted ankle, what's Jason Tatum giving him? Another 4 for 23 night? I mean, it's been a hard series for Tatum.
I mean, the dude's averaged nearly 28 in game sevens. He had 51 in the last game 7. He had 30 like 3 through 4 times.
But it hasn't been against this defense.
No, he had 30 the first 2 games against it. He had 30 and 34. Niggas acting like this ain't Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
Jaylen Brown.
You already got me cursing early, bro. I told you I wasn't going to curse, and you already getting under my skin, bro. You feel me?
Jaylen Brown lost some M's. He went from getting that max. Yeah. We had to take an M off that. He getting that axe now. We got to take an M off that. You getting that axe, my boy.
Hey, I was
Atlanta.
saying, send him to Atlanta tonight, bro. I think Jaylen Brown is worth the money he wants on a bad team. He's not a max player on a team that's trying to win a chip. You know what I mean? Like you have to be a reliable player who, if the dude's ankle goes down, you at least know how to play basketball. The bro like he's playing 21 out there. You know what I mean? 90% of the decisions he makes are unnecessary on the basketball court.
Is it like, hold on, is it like too disrespectful to say that he's just a rich man's Harrison Barnes?
Come on, man. He's an all-star. He's an all-star. I'm just saying, he's worth that money on a middling team. If you're trying to win a chip, you don't want him to be your second best player on your squad.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Rich man Wiggins.
They said MJ still doesn't know which Martin brother he let go. Jim, we should be more excited, okay? The only thing, that could make us feel better after Lakers got swept was the Celtics getting their playoff hopes alive. And we have friends that are Celtics fans, friends that aren't Celtics fans as well, you know what I'm saying? Or people who aren't our friends that are Celtics fans as well. So it's tough. It's definitely rejoiceful, a beautiful moment to see them just fumble this bag, trick it off. Game 7 at home, lose 3 games at home in this 7-game series. Joe Mazzulla watching the town.
He's not going to be back next year either. I mean,
did you see the offense they were running? Like, what are you doing? Just the first 3 available you shoot, not the first good 3. Like Chuck was talking about that last game, and I'm like, you can't win basketball games like that. You take the first open 3, and it's not even necessarily open. Like the shots, a lot of shots that Jaylen Brown was taking. Bro, you have you're defended. Maybe he's not draped on you, but what offense are you running? You know what I'm saying?
I tweeted this after game 6 where, the Celtics won, but, they won despite Joe Mazzulla. They won. Right. He had the awful challenge call that gifted another free throw to Jimmy Butler. He called that really bad sideline out of bounds. He blew a 10-point lead with 3:50 to go. And then that last play of the game, they draw up like a fadeaway 3. I don't know if I think it was Marcus Smart that chucked it. It was a bad look, and he got bailed out. And so, there's the famous line that Mark Zuckerberg had when describing Twitter, right? Twitter had all the success, but they didn't know what they were doing. And Mark Zuckerberg famously said to someone that Jack drove a clown car into a gold mine. And that's sort of what this has felt like. is that despite how bad Missoula's been, they've succeeded in some ways, but you can't be a bad coach and go against Spo. And like,
why is Zuckerberg hating on Jack like that, my boy? Like,
I think it's just a profitability thing. Like, they didn't really know what they wanted to do with Twitter, and they kind of just fell into this thing, anyway.
Like, oops, I have to run a business now. This was just supposed to be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Zuckerberg acting like he's the one who said lose the and called it Facebook. It was the Facebook chieftain until what's his name came through. Justin Timberlake's character. I don't know the nigga's real name. Lose the homie.
Mark Parker?
Sean Parker, maybe?
Sean Parker.
Nigga from Napster. So whatever. Everybody got to relax. All right. In the Winklevi, you know what I'm saying? Still somewhere fuming. Really tried to finesse people with this crypto.
Can one of the producers pull up the Heat team trolling Bill Simmons? Because I would love to see that.
Hey, what's Caleb Martin's contract looking like too, man? I'm wondering what him and Gabe Vince's contract. They bread got to be coming.
They rerouted the Brinks truck that was going to Jaylen Brown's house and sent that right to Caleb's. I texted someone I know that was on the Nevada staff when Caleb was in college, and I was like, "Did you know?" Oh wow, Michael Myers, that they just wouldn't die. I guess is the joke. Damn.
Whatever, man. Anyway, go ahead.
There's a lot of attention to pay to one Caucasian man. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
just gonna be honest. Go ahead. So, what were you saying? What were you saying about Nevada? Yeah,
I texted someone that was on the Nevada staff when Caleb and his brother were there, and I was like, "Did you think he would be as good of a pro?" And he goes, "Honestly, yeah. I mean, I didn't know he would be scoring, 26, 28, whatever he had in the Eastern Conference Finals Game 7. But like, he's like." That dude worked his fucking ass off and is one of the best players I've had a chance to work with. So I'm happy for that dude. And he's going to get fucking paid.
20 a game in the Eastern Conference Finals. Plays great D as well. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think somebody said he's on a 3-year, $20 million. God, bro.
A few people. We have a reliable chat.
He changed his
reliable
life.
Chat.
And it wasn't just this series either. Like, he's been playing solid all playoffs. So he changed his life this year, bro.
Bring me my money.
Then I need to add that extendo on to guarantee that bread. You know what I mean?
So, first of all, Jaylen Brown for sure is gone, right? Because,
God, bro.
I heard someone sent me a clip of Bill Simmons saying that he was like, I maybe would keep Brown over Tatum, which is just
people have been saying that for so long, bro. And I'm thinking, like, when you look at when Jaylen Brown is playing good, you know what I mean? Like, it's just he's going for his. He doesn't play within any offense. He just makes, like I said, he looks like he's playing 21 out there. Even when if he's cooking, it looks great. If he's not, it's fucking god awful. And so that's not how you want to do. You want to build a team around it. Doesn't play team ball. Tatum has to be more aggressive and getting the rock in big minutes for sure. But at least he plays within the offense. You feel me? Like Jaylen Brown's just out there doing whatever the fuck he feels, man. Y'all, that's not how you play. Y'all, that's how you run a team. You feel me? Crazy. Bro, it's nasty, dog.
Damn, I hadn't seen this yet.
Gentlemen, I mean, let's just keep it real. If Jason Tatum wants to take that next step in his career, Eastern Conference Finals are good. Losing in the finals is okay. But I do know a city that's in need of a franchise player. This is the Los Angeles Lakers. Jason, come home. You know you love that Kobe jersey. You know how good it felt against your skin. The way the hair on the back of your neck flicked up. Okay. Got a little, a little aroused down below on your knickers. You know what I'm saying? Come on home, Daddy-O.
He'll leave. He'll leave and come to LA at some point. And I had to do it. I don't know if you guys remember when the Lakers lost, dear friend of ours, Jackson, pulled up. He was in the chat. So you know who I fired that text to with about 2 minutes to go in this game. Hey, I texted him, hey, would you trade Tatum for D'Lo, Beasley, Max Christie, and a pick? Best to get something before Tatum leaves for free. And he was just like, this is assault.
Wait, is he a Celtics fan?
Jackson? Seven? Yeah.
I no longer Jackson, I no longer will commission you to
come on, man.
He's already been stagnated. No, I already put the offer out. He didn't make the painting, so now we're taking it back. Offer rescinded. I will keep this bread in my pocket. You fine gentlemen of leisure.
Was I tripping, or were they booing Jaylen Brown at the end of the game? Like, it seemed like when he touched the ball, I heard people in Boston booing.
Oh, no.
Did you hear them say any specific words by chance? Just curious.
No.
Was it just boos?
What did you hear? What did you hear, Joe?
Nothing.
What did you hear, Joe?
You just never know.
What I mean?
Okay, it's a very, very passionate fan.
They did boo him, Fogey. They booed him. Wow.
Oh yeah.
They were booing mans. That's
fumble
crazy.
The ball away as boos come in. Jaylen Brown fumbles the ball away again as the boos come in. Just a complete collapse by the Celtics after Tatum got hurt. I agree. Tatum getting hurt obviously changes that game. Like
first play of the game. I mean, I guess dog, if you
he got out of the funk, he got out of. I mean, it was okay. This series he's had 30, 34, 14, 33, 21. 31, 14. So I guess my argument.
So my nigga, is, what was your argument then? You feel me?
He was gonna have every other game is bad.
Bro, are you paying attention to the numbers that came out of your mouth?
Yes.
You said
after
30,
game two,
you said
after
30,
game two,
34,
14, 33,
28.
21, 31, 14. It's a pattern,
He's on that AD?
Yeah.
You tweaking, bro. Look at Jimmy Butler's numbers. Look at Jimmy Butler's numbers, my G. You know what I'm saying? Look at JB's. If we talk about the person that averaged probably the most in this series, it's probably him. You feel me? If we're gonna talk about everybody, you feel me?
He won though. You know the rules.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
Look at his numbers, bro. You know what I mean? And we talking about
Caleb
Martin. We talking about Caleb Martin potentially being the best player on that team this series. You know what I mean? Come on, G. Like, dog.
Jimmy got cooked by Caleb Martin.
Game 6.
35. Bro, Jimmy was.
That's a guarantee to win. Look at Jimmy's numbers out. Are we talking
35, about 27, 16, 29, 14, 24, 28.
Okay.
Salute the man. 28 in the closeout game.
Yeah, with
but no one's putting Jimmy's name in the regular season MVP stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying,
because he told you don't care till after All-Star break.
Jimmy Butler starts after the playoffs, baby.
And that's a man I can respect. I'm going through the motions till All-Star break. Then I'll get a nice some cardio in before the playoffs start. Now I eat these buckets. Yeah, I'm going to have a couple of flounderings, a couple of light games. But Game 7, Hemi pulling into Boston, the heart of Caucasia, snatching the soul out of him. And all this means is Ron DeSantis is going to win in 2024. This is all this means. I'm just telling you. Lord, I'm just letting you know.
My soul, man.
No.
Can't let the uppities. You can't go into Boston on the Game 7. You know how many people are hurt right now? They're destroying targets. They're not drinking Bud Light.
Florida is going to be brutal during that election cycle. All right. I do want to mention this just before we get to the ad, but Jaylen Brown, I don't know what's up with the dribbling, but Jimmy Butler and basically anyone that was on him, it was like the second he put it on the deck, he was just take that shit away.
It would be 100%. Tatum got some. He need to tighten them handles up too. They're guards. You know what I'm saying?
He is light-skinned.
You saw first quarter the cross get picked too many times, bro. You feel me?
Shoot it. Too much passing. He tricked off my parlay. I'm gonna be honest. He really broke my heart. I needed one more rebound, one more assist. He betrayed me.
Who
as usual. Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah.
He did?
Yeah. 16.5 higher lower. He finished with 15 points and rebounds. Gentlemen, I'm in this game now. Knee deep. These gentlemen let me down repeatedly. Y'all be betraying me, betraying my trust. I knew when they put Doogie Howser in, when the Celtics put Doogie Howser in, like, damn, then you put Peyton Pritchard in, you're really throwing in the towel, Joe Mazzulla.
That's the thirstiest decision when they put because he is food on defense, dog. If he's not cooking on offense hitting threes, he's just why? Why is he playing?
Joe Mazzulla with the hard R.
Mazzulla. All right, man. I think we milked that dry.
With the fucking hard R. Go watch The Town. You can't brag about that shit. Watch Succession. Watch good shows. Watch Game of Thrones. Watch The Wire.
The Town is good. This is 4 times a week.
It's not 4 times a week good.
It came out like 8 years ago. I mean,
The Town is not Baby Boy. If you want to watch a real movie to lock in, watch Baby Boy. That'll teach you some shit.
I don't know if y'all watch Bollywood.
Get a fuck about your fort. Kick down forts.
What were you gonna say, John?
I don't know if y'all hip to Bollywood, but Baby Boy almost like a black Bollywood film, bro.
Beautiful.
Just beauty, like dramatics everywhere. It's fun as hell. Hood classic for sure.
A lot of one-liners.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Omar Gooden.
Wild situations too. Like, wasn't he like fighting in the womb in a dream or something? Like they showed him like Tyrese in the womb. Just crazy situations, dog.
Omar Gooden went from wild and crazy kids to playing what I believe to be one of the greatest Crips in the history of motion picture.
Oh yeah, I mess with him as a Crip. You know what I mean? Solid character.
Water and strawberry soda.
All right, before we hit our preview for the finals, we had our Pepperoni Pup Picks expert Crumbs in again to tell us which hurts less, I guess, losing to an 8 seed or getting swept. So here it is. He's asleep on the job. This is Pup Picks presented by Pepperoni. We are here with Bucket's favorite four-legged friend, Crumbs. He's our basketball extraordinaire. He, like Charles Barkley, is tired of staying up late for these games. We're here to settle a debate, and we're hoping he can sell this for us. Which is the better route to go? If you're the Celtics, avoiding a sweep, or if you're the Lakers, getting swept, but you lose to a number 1 seed. And before we get his opinion, John, where do you stand on this issue?
I would rather lose to the number 1 seed and get swept because they're such a better basketball team. There is no reason that these Celtics should be losing to a 8 seed. They were the most efficient offensive team in the first half of the season ever, in the history of the league ever, and they're getting cooked by 8 seed.
And that 8 seed was like a quarter away from losing to the Chicago Bulls and maybe missing the playoffs entirely. I think when it's all said and done, the Lakers will probably have lost the NBA champions. And so there is no shame in getting swept. We're going to have to wake him up and get his opinion now. Hey, buddy, you want some pepperoni?
Just
yeah,
Just
now he's
the bag
awake.
and wake up for sure, you feel me?
Yeah, go ahead and crinkle the bag. Watch how fast.
So what do you think Crumbs is going to pick?
I think he's going to go Celtics. And, it's because he likes to upset me a lot. He's not a big Celtics fan, but I think he's like, old school media guy. You know what I mean? Kind of subscribes to that Bill Simmons garbage, stuff like that, where he's going to go, no, Celtics avoiding the sweep is the more respectable thing.
Okay.
As you can see, I have to hold him back. He finds these irresistible. Well, he hears the bag crinkle, comes flying around the corner, all right? His choices today, the pepperoni rounds with beef short rib or the pepperoni beef flavor originals. Number 1 ingredient in both of these is real beef. His choices for the rounds is the Boston Celtics, or the sticks is the Lakers. All right, Crumbs, are you ready? Go ahead. Oh, he went Lakers.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think that he would go that way. I thought we were going to have to switch it up, and he's going to vacuum down both. Go ahead, buddy. Live it up. Live it up. All right, Crumbs went with the Lakers. You know what didn't avoid a sweep was the pepperoni treats. Just vacuum down all of it. Chat, let us know your thoughts on Crumbs' picks and what you would go with. He knows the deal. Yeah. Can't go Celtics in this household, Can't go Celtics in this household. Joe, I raised him right.
Hey, Zach, you need a pepperoni live on here. You got him in the house. Go ahead and do it, bro.
You want to do it for white people do things like that, Zach. You know for a fact. Come on, Tide Pods, pepperoni.
Honestly, they smell pretty good. I'm a Slim Jim fan. They smell delicious.
Hey, man, run off, go grab them real quick. Let's see what time it is. You ready to do it? Come on, it's not that big of a deal.
It smells delicious.
Nobody's recording it, I promise.
Crumbs. Someone in the chat asked what mixes Crumbs. They told me he was Pomeranian and a Corgi, and it turns out he's just like Pomeranian, Maltese, Poodle, bunch of stuff. So he's just a crazy mix. Thankfully, Crumbs is not racist. Oh man. Here's the thing. Okay, as far as the finals preview goes, I like Mike Malone. I think he's a good coach. Yeah. Do we think he's gonna get exposed by Spo? Like
Mike Malone talks too much for my liking. Yes, you did sweep LeBron, 38 years old, janky foot, but everything was revolving. I think all throughout this finals, let's just talk about the Lakers. Give Mike Malone what he wants.
Oh my God.
No Nuggets chatter. But look, man, I think on paper, obviously the Nuggets are going to smack those cheeks.
Yeah.
But you just never know with the SPO coach team, that Heat mentality. Udonis has them lurking. We may see him get some finals minutes just to punk the Joker brothers. Baby Joker, little Joker, Joker.
This is what I was praying for, making the Joker brothers go back to Miami. I mean, people make fun of the Miami Heat fans because, like, you know, they show up in like midway through the second quarter. I mean, that stadium is more empty than LA, and LA traffic is, I think, the worst traffic in the world. And people make the Laker games at tip. Miami Heat games, no one's in those seats in the first quarter. Sometimes they're empty in the fourth. So if you're Heat fans, I'm just saying, if you're real ones, like, you know, you'll boo. You maybe will throw stuff at the Joker brothers. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying we won't respect you if you don't.
Get them addicted to that hard white.
What do you got for me?
Nuggets in 6, probably 5. You know, I mean, these boys ain't got a chance. This game 7 was for the next team to go to the finals and get embarrassed. You feel me? That Nuggets team is good. And I think, like, you know, I feel like, you know, Spo can figure some shit out. You know, he can figure some stuff out. You know, he's really obviously one of the best coaches in the world. Some folks are talking about if they lose game 7, Spo got to go. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Send him to the Lakers. Make him coach LeBron James. You kidding me? You feel me? Spo got to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Punish us.
Please punish us.
Please punish us.
You feel me? But no, man, these boys, I mean, they're like a machine, dog. The Nuggets are. So, yeah, I don't think either team had a chance, but I think the Celtics would have made it more fun because they can play at a higher level. But they might muck up a few games, but no, man.
But shit, can they? I mean, shit, they had 7 games to play at a higher level, and they tripped
they
off 4
played
of them.
3 good ones.
I'm just saying.
3
And
decent
Tyler Hero's
ones.
coming back.
Is he coming back?
Maybe potentially
Clear for basketball activity. I'm just telling you, like,
I don't think contact though. I don't think contact.
I wouldn't underestimate this Heat squad. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you think Tyler Hero secretly doesn't want the Heat to win without him? That's a big contract. That's a big contract. And if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, they won a title without me, and I didn't play a minute in this playoffs, basically, pretty expendable. It's a pretty expendable deal. What?
24 games in the NBA is not expendable. The average
when
player,
you make it to the finals without him playing a fucking minute the whole playoffs, I'm gonna counter that and say, yeah, the fuck it is.
But Zach, Eastern Conference. Let's contextualize these. We're talking about Eastern Conference, injured Giannis, the Knicks that nobody cares. You know, I mean, thwarting the Celtics
Heat team. I mean,
the Fugazi Celtics
for the finals last year.
They had guys that were playing out of their mind, though. Like they have like Caleb Martin averaging almost 20 this series, I think now.
Yeah.
20 this series. What do you have? 26, 28 tonight. You know what I mean? This is not, they have guys playing abnormally well, you know what I'm saying, to win in 7 games against a team who just barfs away games. You know, they were up 3-0. You feel me? If they're up 3-0, that you think they win, the Celtics win 3 more games if they have Tyler Hero. I doubt it. That's 24 games. How many?
But you just never know. Celtics might win the series if Hero plays. You just never know.
I don't know. Tyler Hero is that good of a defender.
I hear you.
Caleb Martin is
much better defender for sure.
But I'm just saying, this dude who you're paying, you know, next year $27 million, next year $29 million, next year $31 million, next year $33 million.
I mean, that's less than Jordan Poole. For 24 game guarantee. I don't know, dog. Might have got him on a steal. You feel me?
This is a smoke fest coming. We all know what Joker did to Markieff Morris, or one of them. They both look alike. Some shit about to go down. I think so. Like,
I think you're right.
There's some karma, some basketball goddage going on. Like, there's just some things.
I mean, now
we're going in thinking sweep and thinking this shit's gonna be easy. It's gonna be sweet. This is a SPO coach team. They're locked in.
Can we pull up Sean? Can we pull up the picture, that locker room picture from the Heat looking for Joker after the game? Because now that we have the matchup, I want to ask you guys, who in that picture is going to be the first one that like shoves Joker? Because we're not going through this whole final series without someone kind of getting into it with him. If they've got the picture ready, I want to know which guy it's going to be.
Damn.
Yeah, here we go.
For the series, God.
All right. An all-time picture, right? You got Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero.
The guy in the jacket adds a lot to it too. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know for what reason. Yeah.
Which of the three that are still in the team? Because I think it's Dwayne Dedman in the background there. I could be wrong. Who from those three is getting into it with Joker to start the series?
As you know, there's only one man that could thwart Joker. The only way you can fight a Serbian Caucasian beast demon on the basketball court is with a balding Caucasian man. I'm going Cody Zeller.
Okay. I respect that.
Cody Zeller's coming. He wants all the smoke. Tho has him in there. Tho has him in there for like a good 2 minutes just to start some shit. Let's see if we can rattle Joker a little bit.
Oh my! I don't know if Udonis. I don't know what would happen to Udonis if he has to go against Joker at this point in his career. I don't think that's good for him. What do we have?
Why do you say Bam's head shaped like a flounder? That's just look. No personal attacks. AK, no personal attacks. Right. Okay.
Here we go.
I have a misshaped head as well.
This is from our friend Chris Haynes. He says Miami Heat guard Tyler Hero hand fractures, ramping up workouts, and is expected to make his return at some point during the NBA Finals, with Game 3 being the likely target.
What's Game 3?
That's intriguing.
Is that Tuesday?
What is it? Thursday, Sunday?
Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday?
Or Wednesday on the travel?
Oh, I don't know.
know.
Thursday, Sunday, and it's back-to-back at home? Why is that long-ass break? That's crazy.
Because maximizing TV viewership that nobody's going to watch.
Sunday's a big day.
Yeah, Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, I don't know if that's enough. Like, I think their issue is not at guard. I don't think it's there. I think Joker is going to cook Bam Adebayo. And I don't think that the Heat have kind of like, I mean, you could throw Jimmy at Joker, but I think you need a little more size like Rui had. And I don't know who on the Heat roster is going to be the person that could handle that assignment. So
like, there is one man. He's a balding Caucasian. I'm marking my words right now. And look, the thing is, look, Joker's going to get his shit. You know you're not stopping Joker, right? But if you can contain Jamal Murray, not let Bruce Brown, not let KCP, not let Aaron Gordon.
That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. You just named a lot of players.
But they got to worry about Caleb Martin, Strus, and these other dudes who are overachieving, love getting buckets. You know what I mean? Strus from Chicago, he got some Negro in his soul. Like I'm just saying, they've got some things too. Really, it's going to come down to, is Jimmy going to play at the level he needs to, or is he going to be burnt and fatigued from playing the 7-game series, not having to turn it back around? I know they'll probably fly to Denver tonight, right? So they'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to acclimate to the altitude and all that good shit. It's really just how much of an advantage. And you got Kevin Love, the legend. K-Love, we need 10 minutes out of you. Go in and get it. We need a couple of them full court chest pass.
The Nuggets have great guard defense, and then they got Aaron Gordon out there to guard one of the bigs, probably Bam. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be difficult to get buckets. It's going to be difficult to kind of figure that defense out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they got some dogs out there in the defensive end, and they got some straight certified buckets coming down on O, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, don't underestimate this Heat squad. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. Do I think Celtics would have been a better matchup for the Nuggets? Of course, but this Heat squad is here now. They're coming off a huge Game 7 win. Nuggets have been chilling for 10 days. That's a lot to ask. That's almost too much rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
You come fuck around, take Game 1, and then,
never know what happens after that.
We're having a conversation.
I just feel like I feel like saying 6 is not underestimating them. I think they're what they've done is incredible. I think they're a really good basketball team as a unit and like extremely well coached. But I just think that Nuggets team is that good.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So like if I'm Nuggets in 6, like I said, probably 5. I'm not trying to clown them boys. I'm just speaking like from what I've seen on the court. You know where?
I'm not. When I say Nuggets in 5, I just think they're gonna run out of gas. The Heat at some point. Like this has been a fucking lot to get here.
They're built for this though. I mean,
bro, that game making this go to a Game 7, I just think that is like not what the body needed.
For sure, Game 7 in general takes.
What I'm saying though is this Heat squad amongst teams in the league, they're built for this.
Yeah,
they got Pat Riley, puppet mastering behind the scenes.
Yeah,
they grind, they put in work. Like they build for this.
You're right.
And you got to give Spo his love, man. Like I think at the end of the day, when LeBron and that whole crew was there, he was a video coordinator, kind of making his way into coaching. A lot of people credited them for what he's done, but now reaching the finals twice. in the last 3 years or whatever it is. Like, the dude can coach his ass off. Never won Coach of the Year. It's almost a blessing because when you win that means you're on your way out in the immediate future.
I think, what's this say? Spo started as video coordinator with Heat in 95, 28 seasons later in Miami, 812 career wins, 3-time champion, 2 as head coach, 7 Eastern titles, and NBA Finals appearances.
He started with Bron too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was the first he was with Bron? I remember thinking like, damn, they gave the Lamborghini.
Remember Bron like shoulder checked him coming off the floor. Someone kind of like walked through him. I
remember thinking like they gave the Lamborghini keys to a kid. Like, what does he know? You know what I mean? Because we hadn't seen any experience and shit. He knew everything.
He whipped that shit and did some donuts and kept it pushing.
Drifted that shit around the corner.
Right. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what I said earlier. Is like, is Mike Malone gonna be another dude that gets just fleeced by Spo? Like, you see Spo just cook mediocre coaches. Like, you can't be a bad coach and make it in the league. And so, like, I'm not saying Malone's a bad coach. I'm not even saying that Joe Mazzulla is that bad of a coach, but like Spo is so much better than these dudes.
Joe Mazzulla's a rookie, dog. I mean, it's like Darvin Ham. Darvin learned a lot, but you gave Darvin some pieces to succeed. It's like Ty Lue with that Bron crew. Like, you're gonna learn a lot, trial by fire. But being in that franchise, there's a reason there's so much consistency in the Heat franchise, right? And you get to be in Miami, so you do a lot of work. But when it comes time to play and hang out, you can really turn up, get your flares out, go 10 feet to the ground. But at the end of the day, I just think, like, look, we were expecting the Heat to just get smacked, and I just don't believe it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Nuggets, amazing crew, but they did have some flaws. Let's just be real. They were just going up against a 38-year-old man with a janky foot who literally, willed his team to greatness, just defeated the defending champs, the Fugazi Warriors. Let us not forget, and had to come into that series. And even though Lakers got swept, when you go back and pinpoint it, some games they should have won that they blatantly just tricked. It is what it is. We hold the L gracefully. But I'm just saying, like, Spo coming in with this Heat squad with a chip on their shoulder, like, even after Game 6 loss, like, yo, we're going to figure it out. We're going to get it right Game 7. To have the nuts to have that plane going to the Denver, you know what I mean? Would have been a solo shot, if they would have lost. But it's like, yo, I'm not just quite down on the Heat just getting smacked. Like, yes, Joker is phenomenal, should be the MVP. But now I got to see these other guys. Everybody can get up for the Lakers, right? Like, they're going to get up for Bron. No matter who's playing the Lakers, they're going to play at 110%. I just wonder if they're going to underestimate these Heat a little bit and be ready for some slippage. Like, those 10 days off, like I said, it's almost too much time off, right? You get to recover, you're healthy, but you've been chilling for the last week and a half. Now you got to lock back in and get into finals basketball.
I think if there's chinks in the armor, Spo for sure will find it. I just don't know if the talent difference is. I mean, and Mike Malone has these boys. This is a professional basketball team too. You know what I mean? This is not like the Lakers or the Celtics where they show up sometimes. You know what I mean? They show up and they play basketball every game. You know what I mean? Like, give it, and they're really disciplined in how they go about playing the game. And they got some just dudes that just catch fire and it's over with. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think Spo maybe find some chinks. You know what I mean? But I think Mike Malone, I think we underestimate him too. We got them boys ready. He's extremely serious, bro. We talked about the off court about some of the decisions he's made with the players that he's had on the squad. Like, he wants efficient. You know what I'm saying? Responsible, hard hat, clock in and play basketball players, bro. Not just playing when you want to play basketball. So I feel like, that he has a better team. They have a serious coach, and it's a serious basketball team. This is not the Lakers. This is not the Celtics. You know what I mean? These are guys that show up every day. And that's what the Heat are. And that's how the Heat have won, along with Spo just being brilliant. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you have the similar teams, but one team just has much better players.
Yeah, I mean, look,
and the other team has an edge on the coach. You know what I mean?
Nuggets got phenomenal talent, much better roster than the Heat do, but Heat got these dudes with chips on their shoulders right now. Just winning the Boston Garden, won 3 games in Boston. Granted, rookie head coach, all the other shit, but the Celtics supposed to be that team. Already knocked off the Bucks. So, already knocked off the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. Not to say that means much because the East is the East. We already know that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, from a confidence standpoint,
for sure.
Like we're gonna come in, we're ready for whoever. Now they very well may beat us, but I don't think they're just gonna lay down. The real issue is what's Bam gonna do? Is he gonna be even somewhat proficient on Joker? What kind of defensive strategy are they gonna throw on Joker to try and limit his effectiveness? But also, Joker's gonna get his 35, 15, and 10. So really, Jamal Murray, those other guys. Now it's on Jamal Murray to do the same thing he did in the Western Conference Final.
Yep.
And if there's some slippage. You know what I mean? Like these dudes are going to come at him.
Did you guys see this tweet? I don't know if they ran this one yet. Jimmy Butler received the Larry Bird Trophy in Boston. I think that's just fucking
inspirations in my lifetime.
It's just crazy. Jimmy getting handed the Larry Bird Trophy in Boston. This series probably should have been over 3 games ago, but that's fucking awesome. As someone who fucking hates the Celtics and knows how much that bothers him. And also, like, I kind of forgot about this watching this series, but they cut to Pat Riley, and it's like, dude, Pat Riley fucking hates the Celtics too from his days of the Lakers. So
yeah.
I'm happy for him, and I love I kind of like that Pat Riley hates them as much as the Lakers do. So yeah, exactly.
Laker Nation for life.
One thing I want to say about Mike Malone is what he's done really good is he's made sure that the Nuggets have had a chip on their shoulder too. Like they're not the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
He's made sure they feel like, hey, y'all beat them and they're saying they lost to y'all and y'all didn't beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're talking about the Lakers and not talking about us. He's done a great job of making the number 1 seed feel like they're the underdogs. You feel me? So
a lot easier to do against the Lakers, right?
We're going
to dominate the news cycle. A lot easier to do against the Suns because everybody's talking about KD. You know what I mean? It's like that tactic's going to be a little bit different this time. Like they're the fucking 8th seed Heat. Like, he's going to have a strategy for it, but he can't come in talking all that bullshit about, everybody just saying they're going to win.
You can't pretend to be the underdog. Yeah. You can't pretend to be the underdog.
You can't pretend. That shit not working now.
Right. Nah.
I just want to shout out one of these comments. Someone said that Spo could coach Crumbs to an NBA Finals, which brings me to this. This episode is brought to you by Pupperoni, original beef flavored dog treats made for your most valuable pup. And while your dog can't experience the excitement of watching Game 7 during the NBA playoffs like we can, you can inject that same excitement into their life by feeding them irresistible Pupperoni treats. As you saw in the video earlier, Crumbs is addicted to these irresistible treats. Once he hears the sound of the Pupperoni Pick's bag get crinkled, he just comes flying around. And just as the NBA script writers try to put together things, we've tried to steer Crumbs. Don't let him pick the Lakers, but the Pupperoni gets the best of him. All right. So bring more to the table than belly rubs and be your best friend's best friend for the playoffs by getting them some Pupperoni treats. To learn more about Pupperoni original beef snacks, go to pupperoni.com. That's pupperoni.com.
A lot of support for Pupperoni in the chat, Zach. A lot of support.
I appreciate them as well.
Zach. Tell them, Zach.
Yeah, good. They know.
You know what I mean?
Zach is the Jokic of segues. AK, I appreciate that. I'm working on it. I'm not quite there yet. I'm trying to learn that move where he has the ball hit his hand and he just flicks it the other way. Like that's what I need to get to with segues. So we did our predictions. We had some other stuff around the league to hit. Obviously, I'm trying to pick which one of these we want to hit first. Nick Nurse going to the 76ers. Is that an improvement over Doc? For me, I think yes.
Who cares?
Who cares? He said.
We don't. What, 3rd seed again? We don't care.
Yeah.
Now they might be solid. They might be scary. I mean, I think.
Are they winning the ship?
Harden's gonna shake.
I don't think he's gonna shake. I think that's all a lie.
You think so?
I think that's him. Yeah. I think that's him just trying to kind of drive the bag up as best he can. They may not have the money really to pay him though, because I think whatever. This also came out. Lonzo Ball may never play again, according to this is from Sports Illustrated, basically saying that his knee injury is in a way where they're not quite sure how to fix it, which is brutal. I mean, this is a dude who
he just figured it out. He had just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? He was the player that he should have been. You know what I mean? Like when he was last playing. Shooting great from 3,
and just
great
playing
defender.
So free and shit. And, such a bummer. Next up, we got in the rundown, it says Narc Cuban. I saw a lot of people making that joke. Mark Cuban asking people, are you streaming these games illegally? Which it was just like, dude, what is this tweet? Like,
Do better, Mark.
I mean, I'm sure he's like having some argument with someone about like, hey, when we do the CBA, we got to make sure that we fight for, you know that there's higher conversations going.
Yeah, but do it as a poll so people, nobody's gonna snitch on themselves. Like 10 people will snitch on themselves. But that's a quick, easy way to get packed up. But shout out to Mark for the engagement. 15.5 million views on the tweet. Phenomenal job. I think he knew what he was doing by asking that.
6,400 quote tweets.
That gave me like that whole like dirty polls for sale. Hit me in my DMs like vibe. You feel me? Like, bro, you the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't set me up. Like, come on, man.
I quote tweeted with that not a cop where he was like, the tweet was, did you ever follow that account where it's like not a cop? And he would tweet things like #criminals. Let me know if you have any ideas of illegal crimes we could do together. DM me. It was just all jokes like that. It's just like, Mark, come on, man. All right, I think that's it. We'll be back. What, for Thursday? Is that finals game 1? Is it Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday evening.
Finals game 1. We'll be live. I believe each game of the finals. I could be wrong. I know, John, we got to work with your schedule for some of it, but appreciate everyone tapping in. You guys got anything you want to go out on? Anything you want to say before we close out here?
Yeah, briefly. Look, guys, I know nobody really cares about watching these finals. We got to pretend to like beautiful basketball. You're going to be called casuals.
Come on.
Okay, all right. We'll see. We'll see what the ratings look like. I'm going to watch every game.
The ratings are going to be good, but I still think I'll enjoy games.
I don't know. I like basketball just like everybody else does. We needed those Lakers in there. I would have liked to see the Celtics lose on a grander stage. Like, this is enjoyable for now. This will last a few days, but that high will wear off, and then I'll need another fix.
I know what you mean, Joe, but I'm one of those people that just like, the worst thing for me is when two teams I don't like make it to the finals. Like last year when it was the Warriors and the Celtics, and I'm like, it
was unfortunate.
This sucks both ways. Now I just know I can enjoy this. I know that no one evil is getting a ring. It's all right. It's all right for me.
Zach, evil's a state of mind. All right, we have to find our enemy. He is lurking on one of these rosters. It's tough. Obviously, you want K-Love, you want Haslam to go out like a G, but it's gonna be tough. Joker brothers celebrating, throwing Mike Malone in the air. It's gonna be questionable.
Thank you, Unusual Light. That's a nice comment. Great job, guys. Y'all are great. You're great. Appreciate you, my boy.
And Poppy Chulo, I see your comments. I'm Rich. You are watching the show. You are a spectator. All right. If you ever in LA, pull up and we can do whatever you would like to do, sir. That's a fact.
He's 6'8", man.
Like, shit.
I don't want it. You definitely don't want it either, my boy.
I can't talk to broke boys. I can't talk to broke boys.
Oh, man.
That was my